Hello friends, my name is Abhay Kulkarni and today's our topic of discussion is what are the uh, spring injectors and its dependency types. So today's date is 16 August. So let's start the video. First we will discuss about how the object creation is happening with the help of different techniques in the Spring Boot. We will see that. So there are two main concepts. First one is IOC, that is inversion of control. That means the uh, making of objects is shared between the Spring and the users. So the another concept is called as a dependency injection. The dependency injection is where the object is needed, that object is pasted, you can say the created there. So this is the dependency injection. So now we will see about the how the inversion of control is taken place towards the Spring. So this is by using the four types. So the first we will see is the parametric dependency injection. So what is happening inside the parametric dependency injection is that first we will declare the any methods, and on that we will declare the annotation request mapping, for example SAID1, and inside the methods we will write the inside the methods, for example public void 1. Inside that braces we will declare the objects such as, for example, if you have to create the object of student class, so student 1 comma student 2. So by this student 1 and student 2, this object creation is called as a parametric dependency injection, because the dependency is on the parametric arguments which pass inside that braces. The next point is constructor dependency injection. So as the name suggests, the objects are created above, for example the student 1 and student 2, and by the use of the constructor, with the help of the constructor, these objects will be passing toward the instance objects. The local variables are passing towards the these newly created objects. So by using the this keyword, so when you create the constructor, the this keyword is automatically will be there. So this dot student equal to student 1, this dot student 2 equal to student 2. So this is the second type by the use of the constructor. So third type we will see. So the third type we will see is the by using the interface injection. So what is interface injection? So the interface is implemented, and after that the object creation is happening there. So this is a interface injection. The next popular method is called as a setter method injection. So what is setter method injection? So if you have the two objects such as student 1 student 2, I will create only the setter methods of student 1 and student 2, and by the use of that setter methods I will pass the currently created student objects to this local objects to this currently created objects. So this is the type of dependency injections we will see. So now we will see what are the different important annotations that are used in the single class and non-single classes. Suppose we have to work on only particular single object, that is we will have to work on repeatedly on a single object. What we will do is that we will make the class as a singleton class. So for that we will have to use the annotation add component, and after that you have to use add, for example we have to use the singleton class only add component. So this annotation is there to come in scanning of the Spring, so that the object is created. So inside the student, what you will do is that after the student class you will give that annotation add component. So by the use of this technique, and inside that main method, you will create the uh, methods, and by using the request mapping you will give the uniqueness. And when you execute the when you execute or you create the objects by using the auto add annotation, the object is created. And if you perform any kind of actions on the different or two objects created by this method, the only one object is created, and that one object is going to repeatedly updated. So this is all about the singleton class. So what we have to do when we have to work on the different objects, that is non-singleton class we can say. So at that time we have to give the annotation at component, and under that you have to give the annotation at scope. Inside that braces you have to give the prototype. So by this use of annotation, you will get the different objects at every different time. So this is how the singleton and non-singleton classes will be created inside the Spring Boot. And now we will have to discuss about what is a bean factory and the application context. For example, you have to take one medicine from the medical store. For example, there are two scenarios. You will get directly to the medical store. Either you go and bring that your medicines, or you can go to the medical uh, production houses. So the production houses here are called as a production of beans, that is production of the objects. So when you order the objects, your objects will be created and then you can fetch that object. So this is the concept of bean factory. So this is the bean factory concept, where you call the objects, or you need the object will be created and then passing to you. This is the bean factory, and the same opposite to the application context. The application context is where I have to purchase the medicine. I will go to the medical shop and directly purchase the medicines. So wherever I require the objects, that object will be given by the application context itself. At the background, it fetches the objects by working on the bean factory, but inside the front side, we can say wherever we need the new objects, it will directly fetches and give us the new object. So this is all about the today's video. Thank you.